Hello vinyl community, I'm back to show you some more vinyl here, some more recent additions to my collection. It's been maybe a couple weeks, but I have some excellent stuff to show here. I did just yesterday get a pile of about 7 records here that I haven't yet listened to. I've listened to the albums before, I know they're really great albums, but I'll show those at the end. The first one I got here just a couple weeks ago was an album from Mercury Rev. This is their first album from the early 90s called Your Self-Esteem. Probably my favorite album from them, just a really good psychedelic, noisy, almost shoegaze album from them. But this one I've been looking for a long time. And it is on a nice blue transparent vinyl there. Great album, definitely. Their later stuff I enjoy as well, but this is the highlight of their career for me. So I had to pick that one up. Found it for a good price, I think it was just about $10. Brand new. So that's Mercury Rev. Now the second one here is actually what's playing in the background. I have the record here, but I'm playing the digital file over there on my computer. This is Intrusion. Actually, no, it's not Intrusion. This is Cyrus, aka Basic Channel. I've shown several of these before, but this is the fifth single in the Basic Channel series. The song is called Inversion, and this is one of the best in the series. Definitely one of my favorites of the Basic Channel series. Minimal techno, you could hear it in the background right now, but this one stands out to me. The song really kind of morphs throughout the whole length of the track. It's almost 20 minutes each side, so it's as long as an album, but it's constantly shifting and changing shape. The B-side is more ambient. It's a bit like if you took the A-side and kind of just dropped the beat, but both sides of this are excellent and definitely highly recommended here. Cyrus, Intrusion, Inversion. Sorry, I keep on getting this mixed up. This is Inversion. It's called. Then a reissue from Blur. This is their album 13. My favorite album from Blur here. Gatefold. Really excellent album. Probably, I like their other work too, but kind of like Mercury Rev, this is the one for me that I was really looking for and finally glad to have. So that's 13 by Blur. And the next one here, this is just excellent. I had this one pre-ordered. It blew away my expectations, really. This is Deep Chord presents Echospace. The new album is called Silent World. Now it's labeled as a soundtrack to a movie. I couldn't find any evidence that the movie actually exists. Maybe I don't know if they made it up or what, but the music here is just fantastic. It's some of the best work that Echospace has done yet. And you guys know I'm a huge Echospace fan. This is seriously some fantastic music. All ambient. That's the first disc there. This actually isn't really brand new material here. It's tracks from Millennium, which is another one of their albums, but just not remixed, but it's like the source material for those tracks. So it's more just field recordings, but processed field recordings, if you will. And it's just beautiful. The way these tracks evolve is fantastic. I don't know what really to say about it, except just give it a try if you love ambient music. This is excellent stuff. So it's called Silent World by Echospace. I think it's limited to 500 copies, and it was about $60, but you saw it was 3 pieces of vinyl, and just an excellent album, so I definitely encourage this one. Encourage you to take a listen at least. I am sweating a bit. I'm trying not to use the air conditioner here, and it's like 100 degrees outside. I know, I'm crazy, but that's how I do it sometimes. This one is Conrad Schnitzler. It's a single called Zug. This one I have to thank David McSopey. He offered this one to me. I guess he picked it up and didn't really like it too much. Thought I might. And he was right, I do really enjoy this one. Conrad Schnitzler is a German electronic artist. This is a single with remixes from Ricardo Villalobos and Max Loderbauer from the M Minimal label. Really good stuff, and I do enjoy that one a lot. So thanks, David, for that. Conrad Schnitzler. This one is Carla Bozulich, a fantastic album called Evangelista. Constellation Records. I think this one came out maybe 2006 or 2007. And she was in a band in the 90s called the Geraldine Fibbers. I know Conrad has mentioned them before. This to me is some of her best work. It's mostly kind of post-rock, avant-garde music, but she's got a voice that somewhat resembles Kate Bush to me. Her voice is definitely deeper than Kate Bush's voice, but there's a comparison to be made there. If Kate Bush tried to experiment with post-rock music, this could resemble kind of what the result would be. And she just does an excellent job here. Lots of tension in the music. So that's Evangelista from Carla Bozulich. And this one I just picked up today, yesterday actually, with the last one I showed. This is Alice Coltrane, Journey in Sachedinata from 1971, I want to say. Again, like the others I've shown, this is another just awesome album. A reissue from 1997 on the Impulse label, of course. But this is actually, I'm gonna say, this is better than most of her husband's work. I don't know if I should say most of it, but it rivals a lot of John Coltrane's work. This music just lifts my spirits when I hear it. It really elevates my mood, and it's just some excellent jazz music. You have a lot of world music instruments, the oud, tambura, features Pharoah Sanders on the saxophone. But that's Alice Coltrane, excellent album. And now these last ones here, I got all together. I've just been spending too much money really, but I'm really happy to have these. These are all still sealed. I haven't opened them yet, but first one here is Faust. Their self-titled Faust album, a reissue on Lilith Records. I got all of these for a pretty good price. Some of them can be a bit valuable, but none of these were above $30. Most of them were around $20, which is a good price for these albums. This is the Pod from Ween. I showed the Mollusk recently, and along with that album, this is my favorite from Ween. Then this is Faust's 4, another excellent album from Faust. German progressive music. This one I've been looking for a long time. Shackleton. This is called the 3 EPs. It's actually an album. It was released as an album a few years ago, actually maybe 4 years ago now, maybe even more than that. But it's called the 3 EPs. I guess you could break it up into 3 EPs, but Shackleton, almost everything he's done is excellent. This is no exception. Electronic, somewhat dubsteppy, but it's got almost a tribal feel in the way the drums are sequenced. It's got this swirling percussion, just excellent music there. This one is an album from Sigur Ros. Parentheses, I suppose it's called. One of their earlier albums, maybe their second or third album, maybe second album from them. But I've been a fan of them for a long time now. This is the first one I have on vinyl, actually. So happy to have that one. This one is from a band called Millennium from the 60s. The album is called Begin. A great psychedelic pop album from the 60s. This is a Sunday's reissue of the album. Great album. The last one here is an album from Deer Hunter. It's called Micro Castle. I think this one also has an EP attached to it. Don't remember oh, here it is. Weird Era Continued, it's called, the EP there. So that's Micro Castle, the album, and Weird Era Continued, the EP. Definitely some good psychedelic, modern, shoegazy music. Not far from the Mercury Rev, actually. It's kind of noisy, but definitely has a lot of pop melodies in it. Great stuff. And that's all I've got here today. Again, basic channel in the background. See you all later.